A new report from the Associated Press says the ongoing backlog of autopsies at the Mississippi State Medical Examiner's Office is the worst in the United States.
According to the Associated Press's records, the State Medical Examiner's Office was waiting for more than 1,000 reports just this month. Stephen Pempo talked with prosecutors about how this affects their ability to try cases. He joins us in the studio with that story.
Andrea Winston, that's right. The district attorney's office for the 16th Judicial District told me that while it's not an overwhelming number, they do have several cases on hold due to the pending autopsy reports. Assistant DA Trina Davidson Brooks says they've had to wait as much as 2 years in some cases for a completed report.
The victim's family in these cases begin to get discouraged, and they kind of sometimes lose faith in the system because all they want is for justice to be served and to get closure.
That is one of the side effects that Assistant District Attorney Trina Davidson Brooks says they run into the longer they have to wait to prosecute a case.
The backlog of autopsies at the Mississippi Examiner State's office has an impact on the DA's office here in our district and our ability to prosecute, for instance, a murder case in a timely manner.
According to members of the district attorney's office, one of the biggest impacts of the autopsy backlog is having key members of these cases move out of state while they await the results.
The eyewitnesses to the crime in a particular case may move away, and we may lose contact and have difficulty contacting those eyewitnesses.
The officers involved in the investigation?
They move and take another job, and sometimes we have to locate those officers and bring them back, sometimes a year or two later.
Even the forensic pathologists who perform the medical examination.
We've had some pathologists leave, and to get their testimony back, we've had to resort to either paying their expert witness fees, or we've actually been granted a lot of grace here lately and been able to do them via Zoom.
Stephen Woodruff, an investigator for the DA's office, says the state medical examiner's office has been accommodating with requests to have pathologists testify, but it's another piece added to their heavy workload.
They spend a lot of time performing the examination, then a lot of time writing and drafting reports, and then on top of that, they've got to come and testify in courts, all over the state.
The Mississippi State Legislature approved $4 million this year to address the backlog, and Woodruff says he's optimistic about other measures that Public Safety Commissioner Sean Tyndall has taken.
The beefing up of the number of medical examiners that we have is paramount, and I believe that the commissioner, as well as the legislature, they've started taking the complaints that they get from DA's offices around the state and making those changes.
Davidson Brooks told me the district attorney's office does its best to walk families through the process and explain how they will get justice for their loved ones, no matter how long it may take.